And now, Minion Works presents Freelance Heroism.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Freelance Heroism. Before we get started with Season 2, we'd like to give a shout out to a couple of our newest Patreons. First up, we have Brett, who pledged at the $5 level, which entered him into a drawing to play a game with us, and he won! You'll hear his episode in a few weeks.
We also want to give a shout out to our first international Patreon, Sebastian. Welcome. And for all other listeners, if you're interested in joining our Patreon and want to see what rewards we have listed, check us out. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Now, as you know, I'm Deese.
And I'm Rachel.
We're a D&D 5e actual play podcast. Our current campaign is Curse of Strahd, a gothic horror-inspired setting in the dangerous and fog-shrouded land of Ravenloft.
While the setting is serious, our heroes are not. Will they actually be able to defeat the vampire lord Strahd and restore peace to Ravenloft? Or will they just steal goats and invoice villagers? Join us and find out on this episode, Twonakote.
Last episode, immediately following their victory over Ragnik the Butcher, the party was attacked by Kavir's evil double. He assumed they were their evil counterparts, but disappeared once his bombs had no effect on Adria Ragnik. Followers of the evil professional invited the party to his headquarters, aka the Nope House.
Adrian Kavir entered the house while Twonakote and Ragnik stayed outside. Inside, the Kavirs talked and learned of the differences between their worlds, including a young woman under a sleeping curse that the party's professional was shocked to see. Adrian found the evil Kavir to be incredibly nice and helpful, and I'm sure her candid conversation with him will have no negative repercussions whatsoever.
The party left Ashington Manor, and Season 1 ended with their journey on the road to the village of Barovia. We pick up after the party has already arrived in the village. To explain what happened, we'll look at the journal entries and thoughts of some of our characters before we begin today's episode.
Journal entry number 23,776. We left Ashington Manor and headed towards Barovia. The other Kavir, the Mirror Kavir, stayed behind. While I was on the road, I thought about how I probably shouldn't have told him as much as I did. But he seemed so nice. But our Kavir thinks that maybe he was just pretending to be nice, which I guess he would know more about that than I would.
I traveled along with my comrades, and my heart was heavy for many of them. It seems that defeating Ragnik's doppelganger had some ill effects on morale overall, and something was bothering the professional more than he cared to share with the rest of us. I can only pray to the spirits to watch over them as well. Thank the gods and the spirits for Adri and her incessantly good nature. It is always a brightness like a sun ray on a cloudy day.
It felt like forever. Horses, and then walking, and then more horses, and more walking. And the whole time, these idiots were humming some tune. It was off-key, though, and I'm pretty certain they only knew the chorus.
Day. I lost track of what day it was. After you've been in Barovia for 100 years, you stop keeping track of how many days you've been in hell. Adri's leaving the castle again to set up another church, and this time it's in the village of Barovia with that priest Donovan. And last time we spoke, swords were drawn, and she almost nicked me. She's still angry I won't tell her how to use her mother's blade. Percy, the little bitch, is not my dove's daughter. Poor Thrasta would be turning in her grave right now if she knew how young Adria grew up. That's if she's still in the grave. Who knows what happened after that witch dug her up and took her sword.
We approached Barovia, and there were guards at the gate hassling a woman, Taking the role of my evil self, I commanded them to step down. And they said she would not pay the toll. So I snarled at them and told them I would make her pay in my own way. They seemed satisfied by that, and we passed, Ragnik and I, through the main road, while Adri and Kavir took a more circuitous road in order to stay out of sight.
The brutes decided to take the main road, always a bad decision, while the duck and I went through the woods to circle around unseen. She's learning, I suppose.
It seemed like a bad idea to stick on the main road, so we snuck through the woods. We were going to meet the others at the church. I don't think my mom would approve of me sneaking like that, but it's also kind of fun.
I decided to play my Dove's favorite song. It's torturing myself. It takes me back to the old days before Barovia, when we hunted the undead and we hunted necromancers. I have a feeling that Strahd soon tires of me, so I'll see her soon enough. Hopefully she forgives me for not being able to save her. But I slip back once more in the past. It's the only place I have safe that Strahd can't get me, or Strahd can't take away. He tried for, I can't remember how many days locked in that dungeon. And of course, right when I get there, God damn Kavir, can't you just leave me alone? We still have an easy truce. He understands the pain of losing a daughter. Plus he pisses off Adri. So it's 2 wins. So as much as I'm ordered to hunt him, I don't. We meet in private, and he tells me something that shakes me to my core. By the gods, I nearly lost my composure in front of him. Maybe it's what he wanted. Maybe he's trying to throw me off. He's slipping into madness. You can't tell what he's up to anymore. He used to be a good chess player, but now claims there's a second Adri here in Barovia. One that was raised by my dove. A sweet one. An innocent one, not corrupted by the warlock, who banished me and betrayed her mother.
Upon getting into the town, much of my memory becomes covered in blood, claws, teeth, and fur, because there were the abominations of the wolf spirit in many numbers, and I simply could not abide that. So in honor of the spirits, I took both bow and blade and commenced a battle.
I decided to disguise myself as their Twonakote. I detailed the appearance from the painting back in the bedchambers. This would allow me passage in plain sight, and if confronted, might yield my counterpart's true location through dialogue. I thought you were back at the tavern. Yeah, standard professional tactic.
If the information's true, I have to intervene. I have to save her. But it's odd. Kavir giving me information that drives me to one corner of Barovia, to the village, where half of his enemies are, which leaves him free to run. Maybe he's not as mad as I thought he was.
We got to the church, where Father Donovich was already dead, and his vampire spawn son, Doru, had been released from the church and was sort of jumping around his body. It was grotesque. We had to fight him and kill him. Ragnik and I set about burying Father Donovich.
As we approached the church, I saw Ismark. He seemed to cower at the sight of me, but didn't say much due to being tongueless. A marked upgrade, in my opinion. I figured I'd take him to the church with me. A few moments later, he was perfectly bound in chain and walking with me. Unfortunately, I was spotted by both Ragnik and our Twonakote.
During the fight, I kept hearing this song. I don't think anyone else heard it, but it was this old elven song that my mother would hum, sometimes to me, and sometimes to herself when she didn't think I could hear. But I think it was her favorite song because it was the one that she would go to most often.
Years of training young professionals has taught me one immutable thing. Never underestimate the potency of stupid people left unobserved. Ragnick charged in my direction. This lumbering brute meant to disembowel me, I'm fairly certain. But as I meant him no harm, I loosened the chain I was using to restrain Ismark, and quickly sidestepped the oaf. Pushing Ismark into his arms, I circled around. Behind him, chain in hand. Using my adept speed, I dodged and rolled around him in serpentine fashion, using the chain as binding. After his arms and legs were wrapped up, a gentle nudge to his forehead lumbered the dunce, and he fell prone. Luckily, the wolfman saw my tactics and realized who I was. A sharp perception, if I may say so myself.
Watching the reaction of evil me, who very dexterously and nimbly wound the chain around Ragnick and toppled him to the ground without harm, became very apparent that was not truly my evil doppelganger, but it was in fact our good friend the professional. It was definitely something he would do. Very clever, deceitful, but very clever.
I can't pass on this opportunity. I have to go. As I get there, I find out the Wolf Lord's already killed Donovan and has already gone through town. But this new Adri hasn't shown up yet. I wonder if I'm walking into a trap. Doesn't feel like one though. But time to take a key from Kavir. I take the image of an old town hag named Mad and Mary. Her daughter's been taken by Twonakote the Wolf Lord and turned into a werewolf. One of his disciples. You guy's a monster. Doesn't even have honor in combat. So I disguise myself as Mad Mary and I wait on the road. I even set up to get a couple of his goons to harass me.
It was something that Ludo played. So I decided to leave, try to find it. Kavir and Twonakote came with me. I think they were worried about me being in the town, which I don't know why they were worried. They were just some werewolves, but I feel like I'm getting pretty good at taking care of myself. But as I went through the town, searching for the source of the music, I found Mad Mary, which was the woman that we saw at the front gate. She was sitting on a horse, and I stopped to talk to her to make sure she was alright. I was worried about her.
God, it's like looking into a mirror of her, but not her. It's Adri, but it's not. No fangs, no black. God, she even dresses like her mother. Covered all up to the neck, down to the ankles, down to the wrists. Keep yourself together. We have to still play Mad Mary.
Something seemed off about her. She sat atop her horse too well. Leaning forward, struggling for balance. That's how an old woman rides a horse.
Kavir's not mad, though he won't take his eyes off me. They are different. This is odd. My main focus is on my daughter that doesn't appear to be my daughter, but she is my daughter. She keeps being nice. This is oddly unsettling, but nice. I don't even know how to react. Something is not right here. How did he get here? Is this a ploy by Kavir? My Kavir? Ah, damn it. I got caught looking at her too long. Kavir's noticed I'm not fearing her like the others. I should have known better. Why simple fear? Father's pride.
Kavir noticed something strange was happening with her. And he noticed that she wasn't afraid of me, which, looking back now, makes sense. To be suspicious, she should have been afraid of me if she thought that I was the evil version of me.
Since we were in an area filled with wolf types, I attempted to touch her with a silver coin, but unfortunately it had no reaction.
You try to hit me with silver, the fool. Does he think I am some goddamn canine?
But even so, I was pretty certain something was off. My hands were tied, so to speak, so I had to stab the horse.
Then he stabbed my damn horse. Bucked me off. If it wasn't for my vampire reflexes, I wouldn't have been allowed right.
I plunged my knife into the flanks of the horse and it lifted aggressively into the air, throwing the rider. But to my surprise, they made contact with the ground and rolled to the side skillfully. This was no old woman. I needed more information. I leapt forward with a short upward knee, an attack with virtually no telegraphing, and just as I expected, a masterful block and a disengage. This person was a trained agent.
Then he tried to knee me. Me. I'm the son of the second in command of the Elven armies. I defeated my father in single combat. I've never been defeated by an immortal. He thinks he can knee me?
It was at this point, late and way past the fact, that the duck told us that this was her father, Ludo. Surprise, surprise. A moment later, he dropped his disguise. Lying? I don't know. Perhaps she does have some professional blood in her after all. A very interesting proposition.
Is that lying if you leave out some details, or if you don't tell someone something, but you don't tell them something false? Does that make it a lie?
Ludo said he must speak to the duckling in private. And while privacy is something I do respect, in this case, I found it prudent to keep a watchful eye. I followed them unseen, partially to keep an eye out, but mostly out of sheer curiosity.
During the battles, I did find a young one. I commanded her to stand down, and she, mistaking me for my evil self, obeyed. After things calmed down, I did realize that this young one was the same Gertrude we had saved in our own world. Seeing a chance to save her again, I took her under my wing and into my pack. It seems that we were too late to prevent her transformation, but it was my hope that due to her youth, I would be able to save her soul and maintain her on the true side of the wolf spirits.
We finally actually get to talk, which, for the first time in over 100 years, I have hope in my chest. I'd say my heart's beating, but it doesn't. I don't actually beat blood anymore, but it does beat hope now.
I wasn't afraid of him, so I started walking with him. I'm sure Kavir followed us, because that's what Kavir does. We talked about my mom, and we talked about how he's my dad, and I thought my dad was... Well, it doesn't matter who I thought my dad was, because he wasn't my dad.
They spoke for an absurdly long time about nonsensical family drivel and feelings, which I found to be an absolute chore.
I wanted to know more about the evil version of me, so I asked Ludo about where she stays, which is Castle Ravenloft most of the time, and how many people work with her, and when she would be coming, which should be in a few days.
Troop numbers, estimated arrival timelines, etc., etc. Valuable things.
I might have accidentally told him that we were from another Barovia, and that we got here through a mirror.
She says there's another Barovia, another land through a mirror. I've made my decision. I'm escaping with her to protect her. The gods have given me a second chance to be an actual father. I don't know what I've done, I don't know who I owe, I don't know whose soul I need to sell, but I'm going.
Later, as they began to return to the boring family garbage, I stepped from the shadows and walked past them, berating them for their useless banter.
And there's Kavir again, following, again. Good lad. Might make this tougher than it needs to be.
Kavir interrupted us, and Ludo said he had to leave anyway to do something. So, I thought maybe it would be like a hugging moment?
I don't think she tried to hug me, but I didn't know. I don't think I have a right to hug her. We'll see.
I'm pretty certain they high-fived when they were done. Fucking weirdos.
Ludo left, and Kavir and I realized that we hadn't seen Ragnek or Twonakote in a while, and they probably had found some sort of trouble because that's what they do.
I noticed that Ragnick had left the church after the Burgermeister's burial. I tracked him to the Burgermeister's house where my evil doppelganger was. Upon approach, I saw an awful hag leaving. For a moment, I considered following her, but then I thought of my comrade Ragnick there, and I could not let him stand alone against an evil version of myself. He's a mighty warrior, but I don't know if he's canny enough to take on someone of my caliber. So approaching, as I entered, it seemed that he had things well in hand, having plunged a silver knife into my evil self's eye. I was once again reassured of his combat prowess.
How shitty He-Man is without Skeletor. It's the worst show I've ever seen without Skeletor. Skeletor sells that show. It should be called the Skeletor Show. It should.
Dude, those fucking motivational Skeletor memes, I fucking love those.
Dude, my favorite quote from Skeletor of all time is, "An honest man does an honest day's work, or I burn their village." It's amazing. Oh, I love that guy. What? I don't know why, but I like the bad guys and things. I like Starscream the best out of Transformers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. Kind of explains a lot about Kavir, the professional.
You just putting that together now, Bubba?
No, I've put it together. That's why I'm saying that we have the evil Kavir, and evil Kavir is actually the good Kavir. This just goes.
I like how we.
This just goes to validate.
This
just goes to validate my theory. That's all this does.
Well, it doesn't change the fact that the bad guys are always cooler. Like, think about Batman. Who's the coolest character in Batman?
Alfred.
That's so wrong. It's like, it's difficult to manage that.
Dude, Alfred keeps his shit together when everything falls apart.
He's a butler.
Dude,
he's English.
That's his job.
No,
keep shit together.
No, not the way he does.
When shit falls apart, like when the toast comes out of the toaster and they get some crumbs on the table and then he sweeps it off.
No, dude, there's a comic strip where Batman and Superman are sneaking back into the Batcave from the sewers, and there's Alfred down there with a shotgun guarding the secret entrance.
Yeah, whatever.
The trap.
Whatever.
Tell me I'm wrong, D-Walk. D-Walk, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
About Alfred?
Yeah.
He's a lot more than a butler.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, he's a lot more than a butler, but he's Batman's butler. All I'm saying.
And his surgeon and his therapist.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, he's cooler than fucking Joe from accounting, but I'm just saying that when you put him next to everyone else in that universe, he's a punk. Like, you have to judge him based on who he's surrounded by, right?
In Injustice, you pop a kryptonite pill in him and he kicks Superman's ass.
Oh, that was from a video game comic book. Shut up. That doesn't count. That's not canon.
Alfred kicked Superman's ass.
He loaded a shard of kryptonite into a shotgun and shot Superman once.
He's faster than a speeding bullet. Tell me how that works.
He still shot him.
Look, you know that Superman has been nerfed by writers.
Oh, I know.
Faster than a speeding bullet is the first part of that thing.
Right, but he's also complacent because he's bulletproof.
He's faster than a speeding bullet.
He is complacent.
It's not complacent. It's in his catchphrase.
He is complacent because he's bulletproof.
Why would he?
They showed it in that fucking shitty movie where it bounced off his eye.
First off, let's not quote Brendan Routh Superman. Let's just not do that. Even though I thought, even though now it's probably a faux pas to say, I thought Kevin Spacey was a rad ass fucking Lex Luthor. I know it's probably the worst thing ever to say now because he's such a fucking weirdo, but
he was better than the last one.
Right.
Look, Deese, I've got 2 words that's going to settle this entire debate. Goku wins.
Well, that's I know I heard some noises come out of your mouth, but And like, if I wasn't so certain that you were just baiting me, then I would argue this with you. But I'm certain that you're just baiting me.
Dude, he has. It's proven. It's mathematically proven.
It's not. It's actually done in the opposite. But whatever.
Holy shit!
I'm goth today, guys. How's it going? I'm Goth Rachel.
You must be snowed in and had nothing better to do.
No, I paid someone to do this to my face. I can't do this myself.
Well, you look very pretty.
Yeah, this is how I'll be playing tonight.
That's badass.
Thank you.
She has 47 straps on her boots. She just rolled around. She rolled around in like craft glue and then ran through a Hot Topic with her arms out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
My God.
So, yep, did this just basically as a joke for you guys and
Aw.
whatever
Well,
Patreons choose to watch our video.
I think it looks good.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you.
too. Goth Adri.
Our little
Goth
duckling
Adri,
rocking the
permanent
goth
Adri.
look.
That's right.
Now we need everyone else to take a 5-minute break and go get gothed up. Let's go goth up.
That's right. Yeah, you guys go get goth also.
Now this is like an evil halo that's over.
That's actually a head constrainer.
Jake-
It stops
Jake?
it from going off the sides of the screen. It's like a vice grip. Our computer doesn't support widescreen, Adri. Goth Adri's tripping me out.
All right. So last episode, I
Vigilante.
stabbed fucking Jake in the eye with a knife. Let's play D&D,
Dealt
man.
20 damage.
Yeah, 20 damage with a butter knife. Hey Jake,
Oh,
when
awesome.
you're rubbing your forehead, don't rub the mic. Rachel, please never have to raise your mic that high because with the amount of face palms you do, it's going to be like a drum solo the whole fucking game.
In all fairness, she does have a lot of extra space. So.
That's true. Yeah. So it'd probably
That's
just
Adri, not Rachel,
I
dickhead.
know. I'm making them together.
we're
trying
the
to sell
same.
product.
We're basically the same.
You
person.
are evil, Rachel.
No,
you are evil
no.
Adri right now.
You have an evil side.
I love how we can judge two separate beings when it's Rachel, but when it's me, it's like no, could be the same guy. Total douchebag, super fucking evil.
Alrighty. So we have Ragnik, Twonakote, and Evil Kote at the house. And Adri and Kavir making their way through the streets.
Making our way downtown. Sorry.
Kavir's doing the piano solo.
Just be glad I can only sing about 3 fucking lines to any song on the planet. Otherwise, I would have totally burst into tune on that one. But you stole one of my 3.
All right, let's start with initiatives from Ragnik and Twonakote. Where's your dice?
4 is what I've got on initiative.
Oh shit.
I have a 3
All right,
modifier.
I got a 22 initiative.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a 3 modifier. So,
Ooh.
yeah, that's a great first roll of the fucking night.
Well done.
Get out of the way now.
Hey, at least my fucking mic can be near my face.
Yeah. my laptop is now 69% refreshed.
Alrighty.
69. All right.
Didn't want to do it.
I
wasn't
did.
I just like to say 69 too, so you know.
I wasn't gonna swing at the T-ball, and then 2 seconds later, Bubba comes through like the Kool-Aid man.
Oh, yeah.
I love you guys. That's why I love you guys.
Somebody say 69. I'm like, yeah.
Snap into a Slim Jim.
What?
Meat, 69, wiener. It had to happen.
Wiener.
I cannot facepalm because it will
Would
smear
make you-
the makeup that I had on my face.
She smacks her face and she looks like the Urukai.
You know how hard it is to not touch your face? It's very hard.
We march on Isengard.
Them thing know or a cat trying to get the Isengard. Yeah, I've already taken pictures, David, and you're not nearly as stealthy as I am.
Yeah. Fuck screenshot, right?
I don't know how to do that shit.
I cannot touch my face. I have not drank any water because I don't know how this lipstick will stay because I don't wear lipstick. I'm suffering for a joke. And
Hey,
it is
welcome to the world, right? Is this your first time suffering for a joke? I one time waited in a closet for 4.5 hours. And it wasn't even that funny.
Well, if you were doing it, then yeah, I can see that.
Ba-dum-bum.
It starts off with Cody. So, roll up, choose Carzard.
All right, so I was in the middle of ripping the shit out of werewolves, I believe, wasn't I?
No, you just got to the door of the house.
All right, and I see evil me there, right?
You see evil you with a butter knife sticking out of his eye.
All right, I am going to rip out a howl, and I am just going to pounce on evil me, rip the shit out of evil me.
All right.
And he is now my hunter's mark target, obviously.
Sweet. Since I rolled so shitty on initiative, I don't have to worry about it because he's going to fuck with Jake.
No, he's done. All right. 20 and 21.
All right, you hit.
I don't think this is going to be as easy as you think it is, Jake.
I didn't say it was going to be easy, but I'm going to kill him. All right, we've got shit rolls. That's great. 21 points total.
21 points. All right.
Yes, sir. Slightly better than a butter knife.
Lashes back. I have a 17 and a 20 with 2 bites back at you, Jake.
20 will hit.
All right. You still got left in your guard, right? Or your...
Yes, I do. I renewed it when I cast Protection from Evil.
All right. You just took 12 to it.
Okay, that takes care of that.
Did it actually go through?
No, it did not.
All right.
It was 12 exactly.
All right, Ragnick, you're up.
All right. Rage.
The two Twonakotes are pretty much aimed at each other right now.
Can I tell them apart?
The Twonakote.
Yes, one actually looks like a hybrid werewolf. The other one's magically shifted wolfish.
Okay. Well, I rage.
Yeah, and one has a butter knife in his eye.
Oh, there is that.
That's the bad one. A butter knife in the eye. Bad Twonakote.
Okay.
Oh man, my first disguise is gonna be Michael Vick. Dogfight. We ain't forgot about you, Michael.
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay.
Oh god.
Wow.
All hate mail
And
goes
this
to
is
these.
Bob Barker saying, don't forget to get your pets spayed or neutered.
All right. So, David, I'm going to rage.
All right.
I am going to step around our Twonakote behind evil Twonakote.
All right.
Grapple time. Ooh, fuck you, Game Science Dice. You're about to go in the fucking garbage.
In the garbage.
2 1s in a row. Luckily, I have advantage on that. So
I got a 14.
Yeah, that doesn't. That's what I rolled on the die.
Yeah, evil Twonakote is not built
athletics.
for grappling.
Yeah, I know he's not. So he's grappled, which gives Jake advantage on all of his attacks.
Yep.
Good Twonakote is not built for it either. He's more built for love.
Yeah, ask every old widow in town.
You know what?
That's
Do
right.
that. Use some hard
Oh, yeah.
tactics.
You know we had to get that in there. You know we had to get it in.
That's super creepy to say.
All right.
We gotta get it.
And-
in there. We gotta get it in there. I'm like, oh.
All right.
Jake, no. I am Ahab.
out in the street with the rogue and the cleric. You guys are about midtown.
Susie and the Banshees. Do you want to take the lead?
I'm trying to remember what. Hold on. I don't know what. Were we just heading there? Last game?
Yeah, we don't know. We didn't know where they went, so in order to find them, we're gonna track them. We knew where they were, but he had decided to kind of go over towards where Jake was to go, and I didn't know anything about that. So
okay. Okay. Well, Good Twonakote was with us for a little while, and then he left.
He was fighting in the street. He was up the ways a little bit because you and Luda had walked off.
Right. Okay. I guess we'll try to find him. I don't know if I have anything to help find people.
Hey, David. I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
All right.
These are my 2 rolls for today. Holy shit! I'm so happy I took that.
Would it be like survival to figure out where someone went?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to roll survival to try to figure out where Good Twonakote went. Oh, that's terrible. That would be a 6.
All you find is just like mangled blood and fur in different alleyways that Twonakote's jumped werewolves throughout the town.
Okay. So I don't know.
I'm gonna take an investigation check.
All right.
I'm going to look around and see if I can find any footprints first, and then see if I can see any carnage, maybe blood splatter coming out from sides of buildings or corpses, anything that would lead me to move in a direction.
All right.
Got a 20 total.
You do find a couple werewolf bodies in an alley that have been massacred, blood on the walls, and it's not like Twonakote stopped to wipe his paws and teeth after he magically has ripped through shit. So
and
you can find a trail of blood and footprints walking away since his body's not on the ground and theirs is. He walked away.
Okay. And we can tell from the body's positioning where they were facing and where he probably went.
Mm-hmm.
He was obviously opposing their facing.
Yes.
Right. Okay, and I'm gonna look at Adrian. I'm gonna take my pipe out and I think I got this. I'm gonna light my pipe, and then I'm gonna walk with my head up, like like a Sherlock Holmes kind of mosey.
All right. Twonakote, you're up.
All right, I am going to continue ripping the shit out of Evil Me. Let's say 24, and I'm pretty sure the other one missed with a 9.
You have advantage, so re-roll them both to see if you crit.
Oh, okay.
Thanks to a certain half
that's right.
grappling and everything.
Oh, well then, okay, now I've got a 21 and a 24.
All right.
So I would say both hit there, correct?
Yes.
Fantastic. 23 points.
All right.
I'm also going to make sure that little Gertrude sees that I am the alpha here.
She's watching the two of you attack, and it's definitely... She can tell there's a lot of confusion in her watching it go down, but there's a moment of which one is winning.
All right.
I got a 20 to try to break the grapple.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, no.
All right.
Advantage on strength rolls, buddy. Advantage on strength rolls.
That is true. You're raging and you hold. Evil Twonakote tries to wiggle free and it's not happening.
He can always bite me.
That's true. I got a 17 to bite.
That hits.
All right. I need a con check from you. with 7 damage.
17 on the con.
You feel your arm begin to burn, but it fades.
Okay.
Doesn't bother you.
So
All right.
I take
And
3
you're up.
damage. I'm going to bite him back.
You're raging. I wouldn't put it past you. That's D4 plus strength. Unless you smite, and then I've never had someone smite while biting, but fuck it, it's Ragnik, so
Yeah.
there's
Smite
always the first time.
Smite bite.
Smite bite.
So
that
binds
is
too well
a-
to not do it.
26 to hit.
That's it. That hits, and that's a comic strip right there.
Smite bite. Oh, I love it. I can just say that. I can say that like a million times. Smite bite.
$15 points of damage.
All right. You see the body actually begin to, the life fade out of his eyes, and you see it shift back to human, and then you see it magically shift again. And you're holding what appears to be one of the pack members with the tattoo on its shoulder.
Wah, wah, wah. Jake, we just got taken for a ride, buddy.
Wasted your smite bite.
That's all right. We're gonna find me.
Hey, Jake, I got a 218s to your AC.
2 18s. I have an 18 AC, so that should hit, correct?
Yes, it does. You've been hunter's marked as well.
Oh, have I?
28 damage from 2 arrows
God
in your back.
damn. God damn. That hurt.
You recognize the fletchings?
That hurt.
It's the style you would have made.
That really hurt. Now I'm pissed.
Now you are?
Oh, I'm seriously pissed now.
Now I am pissed.
What have you been?
Piss me off now. I am pissed.
Now I'm really mad.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm really mad.
Twonakote is an abomination that he cannot abide.
Oh, this is so weird.
Back to the top of Twonakote there for a minute.
All right, I can see where I was. Wait a minute, that makes no sense. I can see me. Yes.
You turn around and look through the door. Yes, you can see yourself.
All right.
It's like a mirror.
All right.
He's
Okay,
across the
can I-
street looking at you, smirking.
Can I reach me or not?
30 feet run. Yes.
All right. I am charging myself, and I am ripping and shredding. And I hope Adri is close by with some healing magic, because I'm probably going to need it soon.
Oh, hold on. Add an extra point of damage. Evil, you took Colossus Slayer since you were injured by the first arrow. The second one does an extra D8. So you took an
That's
extra
great. All right. All right. And,
Okay, roll your attack.
All right. 22 and 24.
All right, they both hit.
All right. And that is 10, 20, 22 points.
All right. Radnik, you're up.
Can I reach evil Twonakote?
Yes.
Okay, well, since I have a weapon in hand.
Take that, Webster's. You don't know what definition of weapon is.
I'm going to cast Sacred Weapon on my corpse, turning it into a magical +1.
He's throwing a glowing body.
No, I'm not throwing him. I've got him by the ankle, and I'm going to run up and overhand swing and hit him with it.
All right.
It's like Twonakote.
26.
That hits.
15 points of damage.
Whew.
16 because it's a +1.
All right, 16. That is. All right, that hits.
I will beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
And that was both magical, right?
Yeah.
All right. And we're back to down the street. Kavir, I need another investigation roll.
Yeah, I want to change my investigation.
All right.
By the way, if you don't mind.
Hey, it's your investigation.
I got a 24. I'm gonna look while we're heading in sort of the direction that I had been told to lead from the evidence. To look to see if there is a blacksmith on the way, or something
Okay.
that would be anyone that would use a. You know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you guys have actually been in town before. You know where the blacksmith shop is.
Okay.
You don't need to roll an investigation on that.
Okay. Well, can I save that good ass investigation roll for the other one?
Sure.
Okay, good. Would it be along the way?
Okay, you guys are there. Yes, it would be along the way since it's near the Blood and Wine Tavern.
Right on. I'm gonna look at Adri and I'm gonna kind of motion with my pipe, like we have a small errand before we make the way to them.
Okay, sure. I'm sure they're fine.
And then
Adri, you want to stop and pray and have breakfast first?
You know,
I hear
what
Kavir
time
loves
is
to
it?
pray.
it's Western
No.
omelet time, bitch. I have never got to have breakfast while other people were in jeopardy. This is fantastic. I totally get it now. Ah. Okay, you cut up the green peppers. I'm gonna make with the ham.
You guys head to the blacksmith shop, and we were back to the top.
Oh.
Hybrids out, and I have a 18 against Twonakote and a 17 against Ragnik.
18 will hit me.
All right.
I just looked at my character sheet. My AC is actually 18.
All right, so we missed Ragnik, and there's 3 damage to Twonakote. I need a con check from Twonakote.
That would be a 10.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Actual
Yeah.
werewolf Twonakote. This should be fun.
So the bite begins to burn, and it doesn't go away, but as you're in the heat of combat and you're staring at the most hated thing you've seen in a long time, yourself,
This is
it really doesn't.
existential crisis.
There it is.
So, okay, Twonakote, you're up.
All right, I got a 23 and a 24 for my hit.
All right,
25 damage.
all right, 25. Ragnik, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep beating this motherfucker with this other motherfucker. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 24,
Hits.
16 points. If I were using my sword, this would be much better.
Yeah.
Because instead of a D4, I'd be rolling 2D6.
Alrighty.
But
back
it just
to
doesn't have the flair.
Every time I look at the bottom right of my screen, it looks like a Blade extra. Like from the nightclub scene.
She's at the very bottom of the
am
screen.
I'm like, am I watching an interview with the vampire over here? What the fuck is going on? I think AJ's screen's only in black and white.
An extra from the last Lost Boys movie.
The sad thing is, I kind of want to take their pictures and face swap David and Rachel just so I can get a picture of Goth David.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. We should all do goth one week.
No.
We
I
should
don't.
assign each person a different era, like 70s, 80s, 90s.
Dibs on 70s. I have the butterfly collar shirt and everything.
Dibs on Flava Flav.
Flava
I'm going hard.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, Rachel and Kavir both take 10 damage from magic missiles.
Ow!
Whoa.
What?
What the fuck?
You look down in the middle of the road, you see a night hag standing there. You didn't remember last episode there was the night hag in town?
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's really rude.
Oh, Ragnik sent her out. Blame Ragnik.
Took 10 damage?
Yes.
How far away?
About 50 feet. I just love Rachel's looking at me like, what the? Because the way they're beating on Evil Kote, I'm just gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna separate the party. And you guys just make it too much easy to separate.
I'm going to fucking eviscerate this bitch. There's about to be legitimate, gruesome murder. I'm over here shopping for a fucking vacuum bag. And this bitch. Never get in the way of a professional in his Hoover.
Because he sucks.
Aren't you grappling men right now?
Oh, sweetheart, I never said that I was not guilty, but
Don't talk with your mouth full.
So do we have an action?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay.
I need initiatives from you two.
Okay. 17.
All right.
This is the Decent Bubba Show.
I got a really high one, but I'm gonna go last.
All right.
Wait, does she get to act again? Is she on? That was the surprise round for her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna act after Adri. Not after her.
All right.
Okay. Do I go before the hag?
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
God. Otherwise, I would have really fell apart.
Let me just check the range of Guiding Bolt, which is 120 feet. Okay.
All right.
So I'll cast Guiding Bolt. So I make a ranged spell attack. That's a 20 to hit.
You hit.
Okay. So this is radiant damage. So that's 12 radiant damage.
All right.
She is now glowing, so the next time before my next turn, if someone attacks her, they get advantage. For my move action, that was just my regular action. So for my move action, I would like to move 35 feet towards her.
How much damage was that?
12.
All right.
Oh, AG, that thing that you did that gave does whoever goes next get advantage?
Yeah, whoever hits her next before my next turn gets advantage.
All right.
Adri is becoming such a fucking combat monkey. It's.
Oh, I told you, don't interrupt me while I'm shopping.
And then I'll draw my my mace and my shield as I approach her.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Can you say something super emo?
David, you saw my portent rolls, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to use the big one.
All right.
Nat 20.
All right.
I'm going to use the advantage to take a sneak attack by throwing my weapon targeted strike at her face with the glowing sword.
All right.
Nat 20.
Damage?
I was just waiting for anyone to be like, ooh, but no one did.
No, we didn't. Because knowing David, the sword will only light up when it's in your hands. So you just threw a fucking hilt at her.
That's fine. It was a crit. $24. Oh, that wasn't with crit. What do I reroll on crits?
The dice.
Damage dice.
All of them.
Sneak attack?
All of them.
All the dice.
Oh.
Actually, Bub, I hadn't thought about that idea yet. I'm contemplating it right now.
Dude, I'm an evil bastard when it boils down. I mean, I'm a true neutral bastard when it boils down to it.
Very true.
39 damage. Baby.
All right.
Whenever Rachel played in my Pathfinder game, everybody was calling me evil, and I was like, look, I'm just a neutral arbitrator of the rules.
That's where she gets it from.
Yeah.
I I learned it from watching you.
Dude, we had this guy that wrote this backstory of how he was a brigand and, you know, he impregnated some guy's daughter or something. And I had a wanted poster of him in the sheriff's office for crimes against humanity. Nobody knew his backstory, just that there was a wanted poster of this dude for crimes against humanity. And the entire party's like, what the fuck did you do?
Now, David, pay attention. That's a wanted poster. That's a wanted poster.
What's Rachel's line? That's not canon? Alrighty, back to the others. We were talking with Evil Cody.
That was a slick ass cool throw.
No, that hit. Actually, no, the night hack didn't go.
She doesn't have to.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have. I should have just.
Nat 20 on a Rave Enfeeblement.
What?
Fuck.
So, Black Beam innervating energy springs forth from your finger towards a creature within range.
Attack her.
Make a ranged spell attack against target. On the hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks, so use strength until the spell ends. Sorry, Adri.
Yeah.
At the end of the target's turn,
oh.
it can make a con saving throw against the spell. On a success, the spell ends.
I can't wait. I can't wait till somebody hits Dees with Feeble Mind. That way we have 2 Ragniks.
All right, now on to the Evil Cody.
You have to use Feeble Mind like 4 times to get to Ragnick level.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I know.
I got a 19 to Ragnick and a 19 to Evil Cody.
Yup.
Okay, that is 8 damage to Cody and another 7 to Ragnick.
So 3.
Yeah. The werewolf just spins around and rakes both of you with claws.
Oh,
And we're on Twonakote.
He tried to do a Ducknado and failed miserably.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping Adri like sees that I'm bleeding really, really badly.
I'm not
Adri's
there.
not there.
It's no.
Okay.
She's dealing with a night hag right now.
All right.
That
This
just
is not
enfeebled
looking
her.
pretty. All right. Yeah, I got, what the hell is that? 25 and 23 to hit, 28 damage total.
All right. And with that, Evil Cody is down.
Thank Christ. Oh my God.
He shifts back to human and falls at your guys' feet.
Well, he was a handsome devil.
Okay, my turn.
Yes.
All right, I reach out and thump Jake in the forehead and tell him, Cord is proud of you, and give him 20 points of health.
I'll tell you what, that was beautiful.
The best part was Jake, like, he fucking thumped me.
They just,
That was beautiful. I get 20 points of healing, but take 3 points of damage in the process.
eh.
You take the good with the bad.
Depending
Yeah,
on the
hey.
thump, we might be rolling intelligence damage.
That's how Ragnick does his lay on hands.
I'll take it. All right, I'm going to give Ragnick a solid clap on the back and say, thank you, brother.
No.
Alrighty. We slide over to the others. Ray, you're up.
Okay. So if I try to hit her with my mace, I'm gonna be really weak.
Yes.
Okay.
Half damage on all strength.
Okay. How close is Kavir to the hag?
Behind you.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, no, not to be funny, though that is funny.
Well, welcome to my world, Rachel.
All right. Then
Well, I figured we were going in there. I was looking for something. She snuck up behind us, shot us, and then, you know.
okay.
He did throw his sword. It's not in his hand anymore.
He did. That's true. It's like on the ground.
That's stuck in her fucking face.
Not really. It's on
Aw.
the ground at hilt now, but
Okay. So I will. She was 50 feet away at first. I moved
And you were
35.
35.
Okay. I will use my new move action to get up in her face. Oh wait, before I do that, first I will use my spiritual weapon, so my bonus action, to make it appear beside her, and then I make a melee spell attack, so that's not gonna go off my strength. And that's probably not gonna hit with an 11.
Nope.
But it's there. And then I will do another guiding bolt. So I make another ranged spell attack. That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So that is 15 damage. And then I will use my move action to get up in her face. And she's glowy now, so if someone would like to hit her before my next turn, they would get advantage.
Good to know.
Okay.
I'll sneak attack them with my pipe.
Do you not have any other weapons?
No, I have a shit ton of weapons.
Okay.
I even have a rental sword that
All right.
Twonakote has been racking up billing on. I ain't forgot
All right.
about you, bro.
All right. You are up, Kavir.
Okay. I'm gonna take my how far away is she from where I'm standing?
20 feet? 25?
Perfect. I'm gonna take my move action and pick up the weapon and get by. Will I be able to attack this turn if I have to pick up the weapon?
Pick it up as bonus action.
So a movement bonus and then swing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna do that then.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to run past her, take the weapon, and then swing at her back.
All right. Are you using the disengage action to
To move around.
dodge the attack of opportunity?
It's a free action, so I can use it.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll your attack. You're at advantage.
Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Okay. Well, then no need to roll a second. 16 damage.
All right. You cut her deep. She screams out in pain. And her turn. You're asleep.
Guys. Who is?
You're asleep.
Me?
Do you have more than 30 hit points?
I do.
All right, then you're awake.
Wait, okay. Can we do this again in a different way? Like where you ask the question first and then tell me the thing that happens?
Okay.
You're like, you're dead immediately. What? Did you
No.
pass that saving throw? I did. Okay, well you're not then. Like, let's not do it like that.
Rocks fall, everyone
Yeah.
dies.
I'm over 30 hit points.
All right. Then you'll go to sleep. You feel the twinge of the magic hit you, and you're able to rebuff it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky bastard.
That's
I
much
mean-
better. Lucky. What? I got shot in the back. That's a description for lucky.
Okay. Back over to Twonakote and Ragnik outside.
All right. Are there any immediate threats nearby?
You guys just see Gertrude in the house next to your pup. Pretty much any of the werewolves around have taken off for the woods as of now.
Damn
It
straight.
is very obvious that you two are not evil Kote or evil Ragnik.
I grab the body of evil Twonakote and start heading back towards where we left Kavir and Adri.
All right.
All right. Hey, Ragnik, if you don't mind, I'd like to do that.
To do what?
Take evil me.
Niet. I need
Wow,
yeah.
man.
I
Seriously.
I need weapon in case we run into more trouble.
Oh, well, in that case, that I understand. All right. Well, give me a
Don't you have the
second
other
to
body?
see what. Give me a second to see what's on him quick. Let me go do a quick shuffle through and see if he's got anything useful.
Yet, there is Night Hag on loose.
What night hag?
The one that your buddy was palling around with. I sent her out to go find new skulls for my belt.
Is there a reason nobody bothered to tell me this?
Because when you
That's
showed
why
up,
she attacked us.
because-
Adri's skull was just too perfect.
It was so big, it just fit right there.
Oh my
Like, this is
god.
the perfect skull. She
That-
could
that-
not shoot us.
that would not have gone on belt. That would have been entire cod piece.
Oh no!
Double face palm.
I thought for sure that David said unlucky, but it was all part of the plan. Ragnick planned this whole thing. He was like, "There's no way she's not gonna stop and get that skull from Adri." That's like 4 skulls.
And everybody knows that 4 is more than 1.
Most people, yeah. Most people know that.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
I think we broke David. Have you try and turn David off and back on again? I know Bubba has.
He's still more reliable than fucking Jake's internet, though.
Right? All right. Alrighty. So you guys head back that way.
Yep.
All right, top of the round. Adri.
Okay. Do I get any kind of saving throw against this enfeeblement thing?
It's a straight target spell.
That's
At the end of your last turn, you do get to do a con check to try to beat it.
Okay, so I didn't do that last turn, so
Go for
can
it.
I roll for that now?
Yes.
17.
You beat it.
Okay. So I'm already up in her face. Can I hit her twice or try to hit her twice? Is that a thing? Like a full round attack?
If
Only
you
fighters
get
do
two
it.
attacks, but I don't think
Oh,
clerics
no,
get
I
it.
don't.
Rangers, paladins, fighters, barbarians, monks,
Okay.
and a certain bard gets, class of bard gets 2 attacks.
Like a scald.
I will hit her with my mace. I got a nat 20.
Boom.
Half damage.
What?
Half damage.
Why?
She got out of the con check.
Oh, she
I
did?
made it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, pardon the fuck out of me for not paying
Yeah.
attention when it wasn't my turn.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
That is 12 damage.
All right.
Did you roll all your damage dice twice?
I rolled 2 d6s.
Oh.
She's just striking with the mace. Alrighty.
Oh no, Sacred Flame is not a bonus action. Okay, that's it.
All right.
Rachel, it's
She-
so hard
oh.
to take you serious when you look like a girl.
I know. Don't worry. This is very temporary.
Kavir, you're up.
Rachel, I still say you look good with the goth look.
Yeah, so do I. Don't listen to Bubba's negative. He's just mad because his fishnet shirts don't fit anymore.
They do, but have y'all ever watched 50 First Dates?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, that's the one with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, you know the creepy brother that has the beer gut in the fish shirts?
Oh yeah, fucking Sean Astin.
Yeah, that's a lot of the way that I look, only not as sexy.
Not as sexy as Sean Astin.
Yeah, dude,
That's
We've
a
all seen
weird-
Bub in Captain America underwear before.
I'm like I'm like a retarded Tim Curry from Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's just not an attractive scene.
Wow.
Oh God, I've seen
That's
that.
weird. Like they caught a jellyfish in a net.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. I guess since I'm standing behind her now. can. Does she look like she's weakened at least?
Yeah, you guys have dealt some decent damage to her. You guys are just shy of 100 damage dealt to her.
All right. Well, then I guess I'm going to
Amateurs.
attack again.
Right? I'm kidding. She hasn't duck-nadoed anything in a while. I think Ravenloft's affecting her.
21 to hit.
You hit?
18.
All right. In front of you guys, the hag shifts form, and you guys actually see evil Adri standing in front of you. Deadeye with you.
What? Hey.
You hear the hag's voice come out? Hey.
Oh, that's weird.
Can I investigation check this?
That's fine.
Insight.
I should be able to investigate, right? If her form changed, I could be able to determine how it changed.
Yes. She takes a slash at Adri. I have a 26.
I guess that'll hit.
We'll allow it this time.
Yeah, I'll allow it for now.
16 damage.
She's
King
at
Cord.
disadvantage because she's flanked, correct?
No.
No.
Oh, it's just advantage for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fucking Pathfinder ruining me for 5e.
Well, dude, you should have learned Bubba when he found out about Pathfinder and Undead, and you can crit them, and how many players he killed when they didn't know.
Okay, so I got.
Hey, be quiet. Rachel was part of that group.
You killed so many people.
That was the best part. We're sitting there playing the admin game, and Jeff drops the truth bomb on us about Undead and critting, and Bubba's like, "Y'all don't say anything to my Pathfinder. I killed half of them." What was that roll, Dees?
I got a 16.
She polymorphed.
She polymorphed into
Evil Adri, just to throw her off.
It was, so it's just a psych. I'm gonna vocalize that. It's not her. Just looks
Oh.
like her. Don't change your tactics.
Okay.
I'm like, you're gonna have to be better than that, lady.
And over to Twonakote and Ragnik going down the street.
How far away are we from the... Can we see what's going on yet?
You guys are probably about 100 feet.
Can I see her?
You can see. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you can definitely. It looks like
Can I see her? Yeah. You can
Evil
see-
Adri,
Yes.
Adri, and Kavir as the two of you come into view.
22 strength to throw the body of evil Twonakote at the hag.
100 feet?
Yup.
What? You gonna fucking discus that bitch?
Yup.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
gra-
sorry. I meant
Wow.
discus that body.
I grab it by the ankles, spin around 3 times, and launch it.
I need a D100 from you, Bubba.
Okay.
That's
1
more
to
of a hammer
33,
toss.
you hit Kavir. 33 to 66, you hit her. 66 to 100, you hit Adri.
That's more of a hammer toss than a discus. You know, for being technical.
32.
Fucking asshole. I knew it. He's lying.
I am not.
I don't care. Whatever.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh,
Here, let me... Do you mind if I re-roll it since I found my actual percentage dice?
all right.
All right. 94.
Thanks.
You hear this, just you hear this weird sound in the wind as you look up, and a flying dead body just smacks Adri down.
It don't feel so good. You dress like a
I-
vampire. He throws
I need a
things at you.
D4 and a strength check from Bubba.
Oh dear God.
Rachel came into this game dressed like a vampire. What did she expect?
Right?
Someone's gonna get thrown at you.
That's true. I know. My own fault.
6.
What was it?
6.
6 damage to Adri,
Okay.
and you have been mailed by Toby.
Oh my God. David, you get an inspiration point for that one. That was good.
Thank you.
That is a name I have not heard in a long time.
I like that one.
And then for my move, I'm going to dead run to the witch.
All right. Twonakote?
Yeah, I'm just gonna charge in there. I've still got my claws and everything. She's the hunter's mark now.
Alrighty. And back to the top with Adri, as you just got piled on by a dead body that's bloodied and beaten and glowing.
Ow! Gross. Who throws a dead body? Where is, okay.
Adrian, watch out! Evil hag has magic that make dead body fall from sky.
Oh,
You know,
it's raining
I
men.
need a deception check on that. Give me a roll deception on that.
It's raining men.
Hallelujah.
Deception. Do I actually have anything in deception?
You have charisma.
14.
All right. Anyone that wants to disbelieve the sky is falling has to beat a 14
I am going to roll.
on insight.
I actually believe it's raining. Fantastic.
I got a 20 on my insight.
Where Kavir's like, holy crap, the hag has powers.
Ragnick, you did this.
Yet.
Shove the body off of me and stand back up.
The hag is laughing her ass off right now, by the way.
Like, wipe the werewolf blood off of me. And then I'm going to hit her with my mace. I get advantage on this?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think I hit her. 19.
Next comic, right there.
Oh,
19 to hit.
I know. 19 hits.
It does hit?
Yes, 19 hits.
Okay. For 6 damage.
You got her. You guys had she had 5 HP left. Right,
love-
actually would have killed her if he hit it.
That
Oh
makes
my
it so
God.
much funnier. That makes it so much funnier that when she got hit with the body, she fell out laughing, knowing she was about to die. That's a good way to go out, in all fairness.
The body shifts back to the night hag as it hits the floor.
I'm gonna walk over to Adrian and be like, you got red on you. And then I'm gonna walk into the building and look for that thing I was looking for.
Aren't you like really hurt?
No, you're the one that was getting hit with everything. I'm standing behind her, stabbing her.
As we see it fall, I look at Twonakote and go very quietly, "Hey, do me a favor. Press the digitation on Adri real quick so she does not have the red on her."
I was actually just gonna do that. So yeah, I'll clean up Adri. I can't have her do that.
Okay.
Anytime
thank you.
here.
The funniest thing is I can totally do that, but I didn't.
And you wonder why you don't get heals.
No, I just thought it was funnier. I was gonna do it eventually.
Wow.
Yeah, like the next day.
Oh, I'm sorry. It took you 7 games to heal me once.
7. Try 27.
No, it wasn't that many, was it?
Yes.
I remember her healing butterflies instead of me.
I mean, but in all fairness, Deesh, you do stay out of combat fairly regularly.
That's true.
Yeah, Adri, if you got a cure spell up your sleeve, I'm still pretty well beat up.
Oh, okay.
If you do, if not, but
Are you? So how? Are you below half your max?
I'm exactly at half.
Okay, so we don't want to do preserve life.
My max is 64 and I am at 32.
Okay. Is anyone else? Ragnick, are you hurt?
Yet.
Okay.
I have 15 missing.
Okay.
I'm down 6. I mean, 6 out of 97, so I think I'm good.
Okay. I'll do prayer of healing on Twonakote.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Beer, suck this lemon. It's called the Grand Citrus Heal.
Let's see here. So you get 20 hit points back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I get some hit points back because when I cast healing spells on others, it also heals me.
Yay!
And then I will go find Kavir and I will cast Healing Word on him.
Is it his birthday? Oh, she must think it's evil, Kavir.
In all fairness, I gave her ghastly swimming lessons. So
That's not canon.
Not canon.
no, it's not canon. That should be a T-shirt. It should be a giant rectangular-headed woman at the bottom of a well. That's not canon.
You get 10 hit points back, Kavir. So I am back up to 53 hit points now.
So as of now, you guys have actually purified the town of the evil presence.
Only 2 left, guys.
Can I look for something in there?
Yeah, go for it.
I need 2 bags. 2 of those like skinned bags that they use for like a bellows. Preferably with the assembly still on it.
Dude, are you making a ball launcher?
No. No, but we can always refurb this after it's done. But
a t-shirt cannon?
Yeah, we're good. That's what we're doing. T-shirt cannon. Real appropriate right now.
Speaking of which, guys, our t-shirts are now live at what's the website, Dees?
I don't know. You just snuck up on me. Let me. I don't remember every. It's like Bluggards. We'll send a link up on the Facebook.
What way to be professional, Dees?
Excuse me. Am I drawing all the art?
I don't need your fucking excuses, buddy. I don't need your fucking excuses.
What's my phone number? What's my middle name?
I don't know because I don't like you.
True. And I don't like you. I do. I like you. I need two bellows. Would they have those?
Yes.
I need 2 like fastening things onto pipes like they would use to put into the actual furnace. I'm assuming.
Give me a investigation.
Oh, dude, not 20. Give it.
You find them.
I also was looking for 2 hookers.
And some
400
blow?
gold. Two hookers, 400 gold, and a wagon.
The 2 hookers are dead in the corner. The gold has been spent by evil Twonakote on them. And the wagon's flat outside of town.
So the 2 dead hookers have the gold, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I wanted to search like everywhere too, like the house and whatnot.
Hey, Dees.
Now that everything's done.
Dees, you know the best part about a dead hooker? You don't have to pay for the second hour.
Didn't you just tell me not to say bitch, and then you're gonna say that shit?
Wow.
You told me not to say bitch. I was referencing a guy when I said it too, and then you're gonna come at me with that. Fucking crazy.
I can edit myself out.
Okay,
Welcome
anyway,
to Freelance Heroism.
So David, would you say that with the 20, I was able to find all the parts that I would need to assemble while I'm
Yes.
assembling?
Twonakote, what are you searching first?
No actual hookers were harmed in the making of this episode.
And thank God for that, because I'm a big fan of hookers.
We know.
Well, I am, So,
Dice Bunny Ranch.
yeah, I wanted to search like dead meat.
That's right. Jake and Rachel weren't here when we were talking about dice bunnies.
Yeah.
No, they missed the whole Dice Bunny talk.
What is
Set them up, I'll knock them down.
Wait, what's a dice bunny?
Same thing as a snow bunny.
What's a snow bunny?
It's an Arctic
Yeah.
rabbit.
I understand.
Or a buckle bunny or
What?
a
Beach
buckle
bunny.
Beach bunnies. It's women that gravitate towards a certain
Urban
type
Dictionary
of
it
person.
Let's not go down that path.
Down that rabbit hole?
Yeah. Fucking I should have seen that one.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I want to search like Evil Me's body first, and then I want to go back to the Evil Me's house or whatever the house he was in.
On Evil You, the gear seems pretty mundane except for the bow.
All right, I'm gonna grab the bow.
All right.
I could use a good bow.
The bow's actually made of darker steel. I mean, it's not well. The steel is woven with the wood. It's actually done really well.
Ooh, pretty. All right, well, I'm going to hang on to this, attune myself if necessary.
That was creepier than his love of hookers.
Oh no, you guys missed the David face when he said attune myself to it.
Uh-oh.
Oh well, you know.
I impregnated him once. I mean, hell, what else can I do?
Yeah, you can't do much work.
That's not canon.
Yeah, but it was still funny.
It was, right? Right?
It was
Aren't
pretty
they
cool.
still funny?
Yep.
It was still cool.
That wanted poster was hilarious.
The what?
The wanted poster was hilarious.
Still upset about it.
I know.
Still upset. That's not canon. Fucking 200 gold. What am I, a fucking Oliver Twist?
So why Ragnick? Twonakote is on the way back to the Burgermaster's house to loot the Burgermaster's house. What are the other three doing?
Can I check the hag's body for anything useful? Okay.
You find a black pouch like on the other one, but inside of it you find more like marbleized eyeballs and small creature body parts.
Well, that's gross.
Do I see her pull those out?
Yeah.
What kind of creature body parts are on there?
Oh, God.
Frog legs, rat legs.
Legs.
Probably a gizzard of a lizard.
Lizard gizzard.
Okay, so it's a snack, and Ragnick eats it.
Ew! Nope. Ew.
Well, you weren't gonna eat it.
No. No one should eat.
You did not even stop for breakfast.
That's gross that you ate that. Is there anything like actually useful and not gross on the hag?
No, you don't find another one of the stones on this hag.
Okay.
So, this one is the sister to the other one you guys did meet, though. Not much you do that you haven't told. Anything else from Ragnick and Kavir before we jump to the Burgermaster's house?
No, I'm just making sure I have everything, and I'm sort of fiddling with it.
All right.
And if I'm understanding how this is working, I'm probably playing the fucking pack mule and carrying it all.
No, I'm gonna hold on to this part.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap it up in. Hey, Adrian.
Yeah.
Let me borrow one of your sheets.
Okay.
I'm gonna wrap it up like one of those bindles and put it on the end of a stick and carry it around like that.
All right. Sounds good. Over to the Burgermaster's house. I mean, you go through it, you find pretty much the place has been ransacked and just messed. I mean, broken. Tables were, trashed. I mean, the only table left is really the dining room table. The upstairs have been just trashed and shredded. Werewolf hair everywhere. Paw marks all over the walls of the pictures.
Ah, shit.
You do find the decomposed body of the Burgermaster upstairs in one of the rooms. It never got buried.
Oh, it's getting buried.
So.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bury him.
You also find Irina's body upstairs.
Oh, fuck no.
Off. The head ripped off.
Not cool at all.
So not Oliver.
No, you find Oliver. It's over there, and up
Who's
there.
Oliver? No, sorry.
That was her younger brother. All right, well, I'm going to bring them downstairs. I'm going to bury them. I don't know if Ragnick wants to help. He's welcome to.
I'm not there.
No, we are. We went to the house.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help bury the Burgermeister and Irina. We'll take them to the church and put them in the graveyard.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
We need to go to Ezek's house and see if this time he has, or not Ezek. What's the demon arm guy?
Oh, is it?
He's
The demon art guy was.
That was Isaac, wasn't it?
Ezek. Ezek.
No.
Ezek.
There, Ismark was the
Ismark
son.
was the son. Isaac was the demon arm guy.
Okay, so we need to go to Ezek's house and see if this time he doesn't have Kavir dolls instead of Adri dolls.
He didn't have AD dolls.
Wiener, floppy ween.
Wow.
We need to set up a plan to separate Adri, mirror Adri, from her soldiers,
Yeah.
Why?
because they said she has upwards of 12 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So 12 of them plus and I'm gonna look at her, a vampire might be tough.
Eh.
No,
Core shines light on us. If you have not noticed, we do not have much trouble with these mirror versions of ourselves.
this is a vampire.
So, we deal with vampire all the time.
I'm gonna hand
Yeah,
Ragnik
just
a
throw
player's
Adri at them.
handbook. I'm gonna hand Ragnik a 5e player's handbook and be like, yo,
Nice.
I do
Not
not
the same.
I do not like this fourth wall that you are presenting me with.
no, that was out of character. But in character, I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna be real serious and I'm like, these are different. They're much stronger. We need to prepare.
I look at Adri and then I look back at Kavir. How tough could she really be?
Tough enough that I have to seriously come up with a strategy to stop it from happening. Stop a particular thing from happening, and because of that, I got shot in the back. Look, let's plan. Make a plan.
I plan on hitting her in the face with bodyguard.
She will chew your hand off. If you punch her in the face, you're just feeding her lunch.
Yay, lunch. She'll have feed her lunch because she'll have to pray before.
You know what,
And while
Ragnik?
she's praying, we'll have advantage, right?
You know what, Ragnik? You're absolutely right. Ragnik doesn't need to plan. Let's just the rest of us throw something together, for funsies. Let's just let him figure it out. He'll figure it out. I think it's better for him to learn by doing. He's a doing learner. I'm gonna laugh my ass off when he goes to punch her and she teleport walks behind him and oh. Vampires charm people. Shit. And I'm gonna look at Ragnik for a second. Shit. Where are these ankle cuffs? They're all the rage in here.
Are we real quick out of character? Where are we having this conversation?
At the church while they're digging a hole.
So in front of the church that's been burning down?
They're digging a hole out back. I'm assuming they're not digging it in the church.
No, I mean we're hanging out in front of a church that's on fire.
Well, yeah.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
No,
Yeah.
we're just
The infrastructure in fucking Barovia has really gone downhill since Strahd started building his wall.
Oh. You know what? I'm just depressed every time I have to think about that guy. So if we could just maybe pretend like Obama's still in.
No.
Fucking George Bush or fucking.
No.
You know what? Jimmy Carter. Let's just do Jimmy Carter.
No.
What? Who do you want? Fucking Taft? Let's just pretend Taft is in office.
Taft was a damn good president. Thank you.
Oh, fuck you. You don't know anything about Taft.
Garfield was actually my favorite, but
Can we just pretend we're French or something? Or Polynesian?
ooh la la.
We're all from Easter Island and we worship giant stone heads. All about Adri.
So you two in the church, they're outside burying.
How do we separate soldiers from their leader?
We can drop pamphlets.
And we're back.
It worked in Vietnam.
Didn't take long. It didn't work. What are you talking about? It didn't work in Vietnam.
I don't know.
Fantastic.
I mean,
This has really been a coming together of minds.
Is
a brain
there?
trust, if you will.
I mean, she can't be with them all the time, right?
I'm
Maybe.
assuming she's bringing them with her when she
Yeah.
comes.
I mean, if you two are brainstorming, does Adri's head have its own atmosphere?
Yep. Maybe we could make it seem like something important's happening when she'll have to issue orders to her troops to move them somewhere else.
Oh, like what?
Trying to decide here. What we know anything about their motivations? She doesn't like Ragnik, correct?
Right? She doesn't like Luda.
She doesn't know he's dead yet, correct?
She shouldn't.
I would say that we could try to use you to infiltrate, pretend to be her, issue order, but if any of the soldiers are vampires, she'll know. They'll know that you're not. But Ragnik, on the other hand, Ragnik isn't a vampire. He never was. So he could totally go in disguise. But then we'd have to trust that Ragnik could be used as bait. Maybe if we said or caused some commotion with Ragnik on the other side of town, she would go after Ragnik and send the troops to deal with another problem. In the meantime, we should find a place. They said there were going to be a couple days until they got here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we should find a place to hole up, and we can talk about this. And I'm going to look at the church, and I'm going to say, I know how normally we like to stay at the churches, but really looking for something with a little better AC. Let's. Anytime now, guys. just say it when you know.
Now, it makes sense to just wait for them to come to us, I guess, because we can kind of make fortifications or whatnot, whatever we have to do there.
There's gonna be, at worst case scenario, 13 of them.
Well, wait. Wasn't she coming here to, sanctify this church that's on fire right now?
That's true.
What if we just destroy it?
Then she would leave, and we still wouldn't get her.
That's true.
And she'd go back, very likely. She'd probably go back to the castle, right?
Yeah. I think that's where she normally stays.
And that would be difficult to get to.
Yeah.
Maybe we can draw her out even further. And she'll have to leave some of the soldiers here to guard the church. How bad is the church burnt right now?
The church, pretty bad.
Is there another church?
Not in Barovia.
If we left it partially damaged, maybe she would leave some of her followers here to repair it.
I don't know that she would use knights to repair.
Job's done.
Job's done.
She does like Victor.
We could use him as bait? How does that separate our soldiers? What about sunlight? Do we have a way to create sunlight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
That would
holy
work.
symbol, I can cast sunlight out of it.
maybe we could cast sunlight from inside a building, and she wouldn't want to get into the building. That would give us time to deal with her soldiers before we had to deal with her.
Well, how big of an area does the sunlight affect? Because if we can get them all into one spot and blast them all at once, then that's bang.
We don't know they're all vampires, though. We just know that Luda's information said that.
Well, I think we can make a fair assumption that at least some of them are vampires, if not all of them. So if we blast them all with sunlight, it's bound to eliminate at least some of them, if not all of them.
A weird word. I don't think the sunlight will kill them. It'll just burn them. So they're likely to repel.
Well, if it's on them long enough, it'll kill them.
It'll last for 10 minutes. It's a 30-foot radius, so it'd be around me.
Yeah, so that's like...
They'd stand there, though. They'd just leave.
Well, if we can find a way to keep them there...
Right.
Like,
so maybe if we could...
You could at them.
Yeah.
Wrap them up with a chain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I kind of like that idea. I kind of always like the idea of wrapping someone up with a chain. I don't know why.
Because you have a rape dungeon?
I was just about to say that, Bubba.
Why does it keep getting weirder? Like, it was weird. It was a pervert dungeon. You're weird. Then it was a sex dungeon. Now it's a rape dungeon? It's a lab. Again, I know you guys don't get science, but it's a lab.
Yep. You call it what you want. And we're just friends with Bard. Yep. We have a lot of delusions.
Luda's my dad. Like, we're obviously just friends. By the way, Ragnick, Luda's my dad. You weren't there for that whole thing, so.
You mean creepy...
So all elves are related?
No.
It sure seems that way.
We just happen to be related.
Every elf we have met...
size is leading us to believe that there's a very high likelihood that
every elf we have met has been related to you in some fashion or another.
I don't like how you're using our fastball special statistic formula to also say that all elves are related.
Look, in the scientific journal of freelance heroism, apparently that passes for science. So that's how we're going to go ahead and claim this.
So, Edri, it is okay. I understand if your family tree does not fork.
That's...
No, it's a birch, man. It's straight up.
It's like Louisville Slugger of trees.
No.
It gets a little lumpy towards the top, if you catch my drift.
Oh, my.
Perhaps that is why forehead is so big.
No, that's...
As you guys are talking, a small young girl begins to skip into the church.
This Gertrude?
Nope. This one looks about 8.
Where is Gertrude, by the way? Is she still around?
You haven't given her any orders yet. She's
All right.
outside the church.
Okay, I'm telling her to stay by my side.
I'm going to back away because obviously a little girl skipping into a burning church is not normal, right? I'm the only one?
No.
Okay, so I'm going to back away a good distance, like maybe 2 turns worth of movement distance for a normal person. 60 feet. I'm going to move back.
I'm figuring we're going to have to kill her too. Why not?
Kill the little girl. Adri, you're on board, right? You just want to steal it.
Oh, we're going to kidnap her first.
I know Ragnick's down. I'm not even going to ask him.
That was one time, and we let him
How many kidnappings do you need before the court calls you a kidnapper? Curious.
At least now she admitted to it.
100% of the children you've interacted with, you kidnapped.
Does the kid look familiar or anything? Have we ever seen her before?
No. I mean, she's most likely... She looks like she's come from the town. The rags she's wearing and the way her hair is natted. But
Okay.
she has a bag in her hands. She's kind of just standing there looking at you guys with a odd smile on her face. Her eyes are glazed.
Back up.
I'm sure they are. Who are you, child?
Are you okay?
Of course she's not okay. What are we even talking
He
about?
said to give these to you. He said you'll need them. And to prepare yourselves.
Who said?
Your father.
Oh.
Oh my god, tell me they're plane tickets.
He
So
pulls out, he pulls out
does that
4
mean we can go to
potions,
the?
puts it down.
We can leave the material plane and go to the astral plane, or
She goes to hand each of you a health potion.
Adri takes hers.
Yeah, I'll
She goes to
take
hand
it.
the next one. She looks at Kavir, who's 60 feet away, and
Put
shakes
it
the
down.
bottle.
Set it on the ground.
She puts it down, hands one to Ragnik.
no? I'm good, thank you.
Put it
She
next
puts
to
it on the
mine
ground.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
He
Are
said
you-
to prepare.
Okay.
We are
Her
prepared.
scouts are near.
We are prepared. I'm going to punch her in face.
The little girl kind of snaps out of it. She looks at you guys. She sees Adri, screams, and runs out of the building.
It's
Booga booga booga.
don't, Ragnik.
Punched a kid.
Adri, you're scary.
You know what would help? If you stole it and made sure that it was safe. That seems reasonable.
Hey, David, while
Yeah.
we're waiting,
Kidnapper, murderer, child murderer, cannibal, arguably.
yeah, I stopped because
Yes.
Dees was talking.
All right.
All right, so while we're waiting, I am going to cut a small hole in that eye patch that I took from Evil Ragnik
All right.
and insert the Stone of True Seeing in it
All right.
and try to affix it to where it will stay.
All right. You're going to need some attuning to it.
Okay. I'm sitting down taking a short rest anyway, so.
All right.
And I'll enlist Kavir's help to get it to actually stay.
Should we
Oh, God.
like maybe go somewhere where we can like observe the church from a distance, because the kid said that her scouts were coming, so they're probably going to come and check out the church. So maybe we should be somewhere to like watch them look at the church.
I think I have a pretty good idea, guys. I hadn't considered it until I was watching those two brutes dig that hole. What about a giant pit trap?
I do not think we have time for a giant pit trap if
They
scouts
said
are
for
near.
10 days, right? If I'm not mistaken. That until she got here?
Yeah, but that kid just said that her scouts are near.
Yeah, but her scouts are scouts. Whatever. Irrelevant for them. We can get the scouts before they leave.
Unless they see us and don't alert us and then go back and tell her.
Or if someone were to, like, I don't know, tell them what we were doing offhandedly because she thinks that they're nice.
Well, they're not nice, so probably no one's going to do that.
Unless they act nice.
Yeah. He was acting. Okay, sorry, okay.
If one of them is a bard, our plan is trash.
Dude, why are there any other classes for enemies in this world than just bards? It's the perfect inn.
Because that would be DM railroading, and I can't do that.
Dude, oh man, fuck that. You could ruin us with like 10 bards and a handful of bards and a fucking harp. We're fucked.
As long as they're all elves.
Hashtag
Redneck
awkward-
elves.
Hashtag awkward Thanksgiving.
This is Adri's brother Daryl and her other brother Daryl.
And their cousin Daryl. And their sister Daryl.
And her uncle dad Daryl.
Sister Daryl.
That's Sister Daryl Joe. Thank you.
Daryl Hannah.
Darlene.
Oh my God. All right, so I think we should just lay low and wait for whatever's coming and beat the shit out of it.
That's a plan.
That's my plan.
You guys are killing me.
I can back that plan.
That is my plan.
Okay. Well, I was trying to figure out who would be the best bait, but apparently that decision's been made for me. So I'll set up my plan on the periphery of your plan.
I'm trying to help plan. I'll help you.
I'm trying to help.
I'm trying to help.
I want to plan with you. Let's plan.
Kavir.
Yeah.
Perhaps if you use shape-changing magic, and Twonakote uses his tracking ability, he can track Scout. We eliminate one Scout. You take his place. You go back, feed misinformation to rest of army. And then
It'll work if the scouts aren't vampires.
perhaps
If they're vampires, they'll know immediately.
we can always get you bit.
Oh, now we're all cool with me being a vampire? The whole fucking first half.
No. I'm only cool with it for.
Remember the first 12 episodes where I was really on board?
I am only cool. I am only cool with it in order to get this plan off the ground. Afterwards, I must kill you.
Next week, how are you going to feel about it?
I'm going to have to kill you. and take nice Kavir back with us.
You know what? I'm so willing to just say yes, just so I can see that happen. Kidnapping one of the scouts is not a bad plan. That's actually a good plan. I like that. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised too. Bubba made a face. He was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, me too. I'm surprised. I like it. Let's do that. We'll have to keep an eye out for him, though.
Well, that is where Twonakote and his impeccable scouting skills come in.
How stealthy can you be, Twonakote?
Well, seeing as that he can be invisible, he can be very stealthy.
I am like a ninja.
Rad. How do you feel about going on
ninja-esque.
How do you feel about going on a secret agent man mission?
Not a problem.
Good. I think that we've all settled on how we're going to do this. Thanks, Adri. I want to plan. That was so funny to me. I don't know why that hit me as so funny, but it was.
I got the help. I got the help.
I want to plan. Just don't tell
So who am I killing?
No one yet, hopefully.
Damn it.
We're gonna we can sneak up, take him hostage. Try to get some information from him. I can do an investigation on him, determine whether or not he's a vampire or not. If he's not, then I can take over his persona and infiltrate.
Mm. Okay.
If not, if he is a vampire, then we get as much information as we can from him before we execute them.
Twonakote, we will be at Burgermaster's place.
Okay.
Yes, we'll be at Burger King. Sorry.
So what do you want me to do now?
Just simply track. Simply find Scout. Then
no problem.
Then bring information to us, and we will take care of the rest.
Well, you
Not
guys,
a problem.
You guys prepare like a holding location, somewhere where we could keep him quiet, removed from prying eyes.
That is why I went to actual structure that it was still standing.
Yeah, they have a prison down there too.
Yeah, that's in Veliki.
That's in Veliki.
Oh, right. Burgermaster sucks.
So what would be? Well, isn't there a tavern?
Well, let's. Burgermaster's place is uninhabited. Let us use it. Once we get Scout there, then we will go ahead and do what we need to do.
Okay. Well, you and Adri get it secured, and we'll do our part.
And Twonakote, if perhaps when you find Scout, you can leave footprint that is easily trackable, leading back to Burgermaster.
Okay.
That way, Scout follow you where we want him.
All right. Might be able to do that. Yeah, I mean, I could. All right. Well, we gotta go find this guy. That's the first step.
Once again, we want to thank you guys for listening to Freelance Heroism. We hope you're having just as much fun listening as we are playing. Visit us at facebook.com/freelanceheroism and leave us a like. If you want to see our adventures in comic form, The Professional illustrates our misadventures and more at 1d4rounds.com. And if you want to support us, consider donating. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Keep an eye out for rewards as we add them.
Our theme music is Nady Sabe by Knit Your Own Scarf, used under the Creative Commons license. You can find a link in the show notes. Our cast includes me, Dees Cassius as Kavir the Professional, Rachel Moore as Adri the Wood Elf, Bubba Downs as Ragnik the Bold, Jake Sipple as Twonakote the Wayward Shaman, and of course, last but not least, our DM, David D. Walker.
Questions or comments? Send an email to FreelanceHeroismPodcast@gmail.com. And don't forget to give us a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, the invoice is in the mail.